You are watching Codexum, Signal Archive. The fragments remain. There is a moment at every carnival when the lights flicker just slightly, as if the place itself were stretching after a long dream. Neon signs buzz. Shadows slip across the ground in exaggerated shapes, and the air carries the playful mixture of sweetness, mystery, and anticipation. It is in this enchanted twilight that our faceless protagonist, an expressive teenage mannequin, steps into the glowing corridor of the House of Mirrors. His smooth, featureless face reflects the colors around him like polished porcelain. Though he has no eyes, no mouth, his posture expresses every emotion: curiosity, amusement, maybe a hint of nervous excitement. He walks forward with confident strides, the reflections around him distorting playfully. Some mirrors stretch him tall like a rubber band, others squeeze him wide like a balloon. Each reflection bounces exaggerated shadows against the glossy floor, shimmering like animated brush strokes. At first, everything feels like harmless fun. The carnival lights shift from gold to pink, casting a warm, humorous glow over the hallway. The walls vibrate gently as if the mirrors themselves were whispering jokes only they understood. The boy tilts his faceless head, observing his stretched reflection. He lifts a hand, longer than it should be, and chuckles silently. The atmosphere feels alive, exaggerated, and slightly theatrical. He takes a few more steps, and the environment begins to warp subtly. The mirrors curve inward like bending metal, twisting the reflections into abstract shapes. It is still funny, still charming, but with a touch of surreal unpredictability. The music softens, notes bending slightly out of tune, adding a dreamy sense of wonder. The corridor opens into a deeper chamber. Here, the mirrors change tone. They are taller, more angular, and spaced in strange rhythmic intervals, almost like a hall of dancing glass. When the boy approaches the first one, his reflection spirals upward in a corkscrew twist, cartoonish and bizarre. He leans closer. The twisted version of him leans a breath behind. The slight delay catches his attention. He stands still. The reflection stays still, but the air feels different. A gentle blue glow creeps along the floor, replacing the warm carnival pink. It is not ominous, just peculiar, like the world's shifting moods. He walks deeper. A new mirror curves outward like a bubble. In this one, his reflection appears double-faced, as if the versions of him were stitched together with smooth glass seams. The boy moves his hand, and the reflection delays once more, gliding like it's underwater. He tilts his mannequin head, puzzled but entertained. There is a light-hearted mystery in the air. From somewhere above, a faint echo of carnival laughter drifts through the chamber. The sound is playful, stretched like a rubber tape, adding to the surreal rhythm of the environment. The boy continues onward into a long tunnel made entirely of mirrors. Here, reflections multiply infinitely, wall to wall, floor to ceiling. Each version of him exaggerates something whimsical. Some have elongated arms, some massive round heads, some spinning like tops. The lighting becomes vibrant, purples, turquoise flashes, neon stripes darting across reflective surfaces. As he walks, his many reflections follow, creating a kaleidoscope of shifting mannequin silhouettes. His movements become a dance of multiplying forms. Some reflections wave at him spontaneously. Even when he does not wave first, he pauses, letting the moment wash over him. A hypnotic visual storm of playful distortion. Suddenly, a rotating mirror panel behind him swings like a revolving door. The boy jumps and gives a little nervous laugh. His reflection in the rotating panel freezes in a heroic pose, chest puffed out, hands on hips, even though he himself froze in surprise. He laughs harder. The air shimmers with drifting fog. Each light beam pierces the mist, scattering colors onto mirrored walls. The surreal choreography of reflections becomes almost musical, like the carnival itself is performing for him. He moves into another room. One mirror shows him tiny, comically small, with an oversized head bobbling slightly. The boy leans in, amused. He touches the glass. The mini version hesitates, lagging once again. This delay is now more pronounced, but the vibe remains silly and harmless. The environment transitions into the final chamber. A dome of mirrors surrounds him, forming a reflective globe. Each mirror displays a different emotional exaggeration of himself. One is wildly laughing, one looks terrified, one looks suspicious, one heroic, one curious. It's a whirlwind of mannequin expressions captured not through faces, but through body language and posture. As the boy steps into the center, soft rotating lights sweep across the dome, painting the reflections in warm gold, pastel blues, and flickering carnival pink. The reflections gradually sync themselves with his movements, aligning step by step until there are no more delays. Just perfect harmony. He sits cross-legged on the reflective floor, tilting his head back as though admiring the chaotic beauty around him. And slowly, the mirrors stop warping. The exaggerated emotions fade into gentle silhouettes. The chamber fills with warm golden light. A sense of peace replaces the chaos. The boy rises and walks toward the exit, leaving behind the labyrinth of oddities. As he steps outside, the carnival night greets him with bright neon rides spinning calmly against the twilight sky. The air smells of popcorn, cotton candy, and electric excitement. He looks back once at the House of Mirrors. Its entrance flickers, just once, like a final playful wink. Then he disappears into the glowing carnival evening. This is Codexum, where anomalies are documented, not explained.